Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I make cinnamon rice pudding. We're going to start off by heating up about a gallon of water. After putting in our gallon of water, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of white sugar. This is just to give that little essence of sweetness. For this gallon of water, I'm only going to use 1 mug of rice. Trust me, this will be enough. Very important to constantly stir the starches in the rice so they can come out. Cover this and let it reach a boiling point. Once it reaches boiling point, you're going to go ahead and bring it down to medium. Here we're going to stir it again and we're going to cover it again for another 20 minutes. So after another 20 minutes, we're going to open this up and we're going to add our flavors. I didn't have any cinnamon sticks, so I opted for cinnamon powder. And these are kind of the things that I do when I'm just cooking out of nowhere. You just see what you have on hand. You can add raisins, you can add vanilla. This is where you would add the essence of your rice pudding. After another 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and lower this to the lowest setting. Make sure you're stirring this. Make sure the rice is not sticking at the bottom. The rice should be loose but still a little runny. Okay, so now it's time to add our milks. I'm adding 1 can of evaporated milk and 1 can of sweet condensed. You can use any milk. Sometimes I've used just whole milk, sometimes only evaporated. It's what you have on hand. I opted for another can of evaporated because I felt it needed some more milk. I know how thick this can get, so I just figured we'll sweeten it at the end. So now that our milks are in, we're going to cover. From here on, every 15-20 minutes, you're going to keep checking on your rice and you're going to constantly stir, making sure that starch is spreading and not sticking to the bottom. You do not want this to burn because it will ruin the whole pot. As you see here, it's starting to get thick as I constantly check it. I probably did this about 5 to 6 times. Okay, so right here, I'm turning off the stove top. I'm going to give it a quick stir before I let it sit for a good 10-15 minutes before adding in the rest of my sugar. You see here, it's nice, thick, almost like oatmeal looking. This is the consistency that you're looking for. All right, I let that sit for about 20 minutes. Nice, thick. This is definitely a consistency that I like to see. Sweeten it up at this point. I'm putting about a 1/2 cup of sugar. You don't have to. You can put agave. You can put anything you want at this point to finish it up. And that's it. Our rice pudding is done. All right, let's serve some rice pudding. Got a couple scoops here of that nice and thick rice pudding. The more it cools, the more thicker it will get. A little sprinkle of cinnamon here. And there you go. Rice pudding, my way. Look at that. Cozy Shack who?